Sean Strickland's a different animal.
Fuck you! Fuck me! Fuck you! Come on, you pussy! What you wanted? This way. This is what you wanted. Come on, bitch, bro!
He won't f you up.
Throw that bitch! Let that bitch go!
Have you ever wondered, can a professional fighter or boxer handle troublemakers in a real street fight? Can they beat someone from a completely different style, or an opponent twice, even 3 times their size? Well, in today's video, you'll get your answers. We're talking about professional fighters who stood their ground and humbled some cocky bullies in brutal fashion. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's go.
What is the game plan going out against him?
The game plan is to go in there, hit him with some good shit, don't get hit, and come home with a pocket full of cash.
Nate Diaz is the kind of guy who could light up a joint and then walk into a cage and beat the brakes off a top-ranked fighter. That raw, fearless energy is why both Nate and his brother Nick became legends in the MMA world, with a massive army of fans. But where there are fans, there are always haters. And sometimes they need to be reminded of their place. In the spring of 2023, Nate was in New Orleans, and one night he ran into a crowd of people on the street. Among them was a small-time YouTuber named Rodney Peterson, known only for looking like Logan Paul. Trying to act tough, Rodney got in Nate's way, raising his arms like he wanted to fight. Nate didn't waste time. He slapped on a guillotine choke right there in the street. And within seconds, Rodney was out cold on the pavement.
You. I don't give a what you said.
Sure, most top-tier MMA action happens in the UFC, but sometimes underground legends are born elsewhere. In early 2023, Spain hosted a heavyweight clash between 2 debut fighters. On one side, local underdog Aitor Gaspar, who had a 0-1 amateur record and a dad bod look. On the other, a 260-pound Bulgarian beast, Zdravko Tarnachev, covered in tattoos and looking like a lab experiment gone wrong. At first, Aitor went for takedowns, but the big man used his weight to sprawl and stay on his feet. So Gaspar switched gears. One slick spinning back fist later, and Zdravko was stunned. Gaspar pounced, dragged the giant to the canvas, and began raining down punches until the ref stepped in. Muscles mean nothing when the technique is real.
This is my first press conference. You guys are a bunch of vicious bastards. Man, here's the way you guys talk. I want to go down there and punch all you f***ers in the face. Jesus Christ, you guys are...
Sean Strickland, former UFC champ, is known for 2 things. He speaks his mind and fights anyone, anywhere, anytime. In summer 2024, after another dominant win, Sean went back to training. That's when a Navy SEAL, known for elite toughness, walked into the gym confident he could hang with the world champ. Sean agreed to a friendly sparring match, but it didn't stay friendly for long. At first, the SEAL was throwing punches, trying to prove something. Then Strickland started landing low kicks and body shots. And it was clear who the real fighter was. Over the next few minutes, Sean chased him around the cage, lighting him up with clean shots, and finally dropped him with a brutal body punch. The SEAL's face, red, battered, and bloody, told the whole story. That's what happens when you test a real one. Just because your last name is Balboa doesn't mean you're a fighter. Unfortunately, a Florida bartender named Justin Balboa didn't get that memo. When a guy bumped into him at a bar, Justin tried to play tough. What he didn't know, he was dealing with Joe Schilling, a Muay Thai world champ and pro MMA fighter. Security footage shows Joe casually nudging Balboa aside. Balboa turned and said something, then raised his hands to start trouble. Wrong move. Joe fired off a lightning-fast right hand and knocked him out instantly. Balboa later tried to sue, but after watching the footage and hearing witness testimony, the judge ruled Joe acted in self-defense. Japan loves to host wild freak show fights, and one of the most popular formats is the classic huge steroid-fueled bodybuilder versus small technical pro fighter. Most of the time, these fights are just for laughs. But this one was different. Watch the video. The muscle-bound beast looked terrifying next to the small Japanese fighter, until he took a clean right high kick to the head. After that, it was a clinic. Brutal punches to the body, sharp kicks, takedowns. The pro did whatever he wanted. Once again, we're reminded, biceps don't win fights, skills do. In recent years, backyard fight leagues have exploded in popularity. No, we're not talking about illegal street brawls. We're talking about organized scraps in small cages with big gloves. Usually, it's young, hungry guys trying to test themselves, and sometimes they get a little too confident. Like this dude nicknamed Mod Bod.
Everybody, this is Mod Bod, Omar Dawi Dakhil, Omar the Killer from Libya, representing peace, representing Peixoto. Rest in peace. Jay got him, and we got him.
He rushed in, wildly swinging, thinking he'd steamroll the smaller pro. Big mistake. He ate a clean counter right, followed by vicious body shots that drained his gas tank. Then came a heavy left hook. Boom! Knockout. End of story. Are pro boxers really that good? Let's find out. Mikey Garcia, an undefeated world champion in 2018, holding the IBF super lightweight title, agreed to a light sparring session with Big Boy, a massive influencer and content creator. Big Boy was over 200 pounds heavier, but did it help? Not at all. Mikey danced circles around him, throwing combos, dodging shots, and barely breaking a sweat. Big Boy could barely even reach his guard. By the end of round one, the big guy was leaning on the ropes, gasping for air. After round two, he was on the verge of collapsing. Mikey didn't even break a sweat.
Swing a few more, come on. You got 30 seconds.
That's it for today. Did you enjoy the video? Then smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments. Should we make more videos about pros versus street bullies? We're ready when you are.